another edition of Handicap Born Black in America. I'm your host, Ramon Roan, and this is being brought to you by Judicial Freedom Riders Incorporated. We're a nonprofit organization. You can find us on the World Wide Web at www.jfrinc.org. Also find a link in the information section. Today's topic is Walmart trying to shortchange Tracy Morgan. I believe it was last year or recently, Tracy Morgan and his entourage was in an accident. Their limousine was rear-ended by a truck driven by a Walmart truck driven by their employee. Employee evidently fell asleep behind the wheel, and subsequently there was a death in the van that they were traveling in, and matter of fact, I think it was a writer, and sad situation. Young man passed away due to the accident, and Tracy Morgan was seriously injured in that accident because of the negligence of the driver. I am a law student, not a lawyer, but subsequent to the accident, it was found out that the driver was sleeping behind the wheel. And I think he had posted some things on Twitter about, get out of my way, move over, get out of my way, or get hit. Well, that's the sad part. And but the facts bear that the driver was negligent, and he is responsible. Walmart is responsible for the damages caused. Now, when in law school, you're trained to approach both sides. If you're going to be defending or you're going to be the plaintiff, whichever one you choose, or you're defending a client, a criminal case, or if you're prosecuting, either or you got both sides. And it's also good to apply that to this situation here. Now, if I was Walmart, representing Walmart, I would represent them to the best of my ability. And anything that would work in my favor, I'm going to try to exploit it. Evidently, no one was wearing seatbelts in the limousine that Tracy Morgan and his entourage was in. No one was wearing seatbelts. Evidently, there must have been, if there's no one wearing seatbelts, I hope that the van had seatbelts in it. If it had seatbelts in it, it's going to be an issue. Walmart is using that as leverage to a settlement. They sell, from all news reports, that Walmart will settle the case. However, they're going to try to settle it for as small amount as that they can. Tracy Morgan, on the other hand, he wanted to be compensated. And I'm sure that Tracy Morgan's not particularly hurting, which I don't know. He may not be hurting for money, but the writer, who may have had a family to support, he's no longer will be writing, no longer earning a living. So maybe Tracy Morgan's trying to do the noble thing and making sure the family is taken care of his dear friend and colleague. But Walmart they're going to try to shortchange Tracy Morgan, and they're going to be. And let me tell you that the legal profession, I can't say it's a noble profession, because it is cutthroat. It's an adversarial situation there. So it's not about seeing that doing a right. They're not. They're trying. Those lawyers are not trying to do the right thing. They're going to defend their client, and to where they don't have to pay nothing. But Walmart has said that they will pay, and that's good. But how much they pay is going to be conditioned, and Walmart's going to try to. Their lawyers are going to try to reduce that amount. If whatever the amount they may think about, they're going to try to reduce. They're going to try to reduce that amount, and because they wasn't wearing seatbelts, and that's just a thing. And really, who wears you see the van, you see the limo. No one wears seatbelts in those things. They don't. I used to drive one. They don't wear seatbelts in them, and they may have seatbelts, but Who's going to be in a party bus? No one wears a seatbelt in the party bus. But that's the defense. That's the defense that they have, is that, hey, they weren't wearing seatbelts. Is there a law in the state of New Jersey or wherever this happened at, New York, wherever it happened at? If there's that law that says they were wearing seatbelts, then the driver of that vehicle, they're going to be, they should be receive a ticket or something like that, be charged with reckless driving or what have you, because of the not wearing a seatbelt. There are seatbelt laws all over in many states. Nonetheless, Walmart is going to try to shortchange. They're going to try. If they're mentioning that no one was wearing a seatbelt, guess what? They're going to try to reduce whatever Tracy wanted. He's not going to get that. They're going to try to reduce it, and reduce it by a significant amount, because had they were wearing, their argument is, were they wearing seatbelts, they would not have been injured as much as they were. They would get injured. There may be an injury, but not as bad, because when you're in a car, man, you get hit by a car. You get hit in a car. You fly all over the place if you're not in a seatbelt. Nonetheless, Walmart is going to try to shortchange him, and so I hope that Tracy Morgan's attorneys, which I would, it'd be reasonable to assume that he has some good attorneys, to where they're going to fight to get the most compensation as far as damage is concerned with Tracy Morgan and all those that were in that van. Now I pray for the family, the bereaved family of the person that passed away. But whenever you're dealing in our justice system, boy, it is madness, simply pure madness. This has been another edition of Handicap Born Black in America. Please say a prayer out for the family, and even for those who are recovering, such as Tracy Morgan is recovering. Please visit our website at www.jfrinc.org, where we are trying to reform our justice system. Our justice system is corrupt, and Tracy Morgan is now experiencing on the plaintiff side of this lawsuit. May have been his first time, or maybe they had it before, but it's not a pretty situation to be in court fighting for damages that you receive. Again, I hope you please visit us again, subscribe to our channel, become a member for $36 a year, and until the next time, may God bless you, and may God bless America.